OpenDataPhilly, which is the open data portal for the Philadelphia region, was launched in April 2011 at the first Philly Tech Week. This was not the first local open data portal, but it was unique in a number of respects. First, it was not started or run by local government. Second, it was inspired by a local community that included journalists, advocates, civic technologists, and others. Third, it aimed to include data from outside government, not just city agencies, but nonprofit organizations, universities, regional authorities like Sept and the airport, and even private citizens. Further, it aimed to include data from outside the Philadelphia city limits to be a regional resource. Fourth, it aimed to inspire government to do more, to be more transparent, to be more responsive, and to engage citizens in new ways. There were other influential civic events that year. Philly Tech Week itself, for one. It was also the first year that Philadelphia hosted a Code for America team. It was a significant year, but what followed was perhaps more inspiring. The OpenDataPhilly community nominated data sets that should be released, and the data set in greatest demand was from Sept, and in June, just 2 months later, Sept released its first data and APIs. In August, we worked with local journalists to host Fix Philly Districts, a month-long open competition inviting the public to design better city council districts. In September, we ran the Open Data Race, which invited local nonprofit organizations to nominate data sets that, if they were available, if the city released them, would help them pursue their missions. And then we invited the public to vote for the ones they wanted to see released. In the fall, the new CIO, Adele Ebaid, took up the challenge and began working to actually release those data sets. And then in April 2012, at the second Philly Tech Week, Mayor Nutter signed an executive order setting out a new open data policy, including a chief data officer role, an open data mandate for city agencies, and many other steps. In the years since then, there have been many other inspirations and many other changes, and OpenDataPhilly now hosts almost 400 data sets in the catalog. But it all began at that first Philly Tech Week in 2011. I'm Robert Cheetham, founder and CEO of Azavea, a B corporation that builds geospatial software and data analytics for civic and social impact.